Hello, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for being here. I am pleased to introduce Fatima Baldiwala from the Los Angeles Community College District, speaking on Space to Sustainability, leveraging NASA's technology transfer for climate innovation. We will do a question and answer at the end of this talk, so go ahead and paste your questions into the chat, and I'll go over those afterwards. Thank you so much, and take it away.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming to my session. So, as I was telling the organizers, when I discovered this resource, it was literally like magic. It was like, here is this open education resource that helps you because I teach sustainable entrepreneurship, sustainable business. So, we can utilize the resource that NASA gives us to create sustainable businesses. So that's why the topic is space to sustainability. And we are going to leverage NASA's technology transfer university patent portfolio for climate innovation. So next slide. Oh, okay. So let me tell you how I got introduced to it. So I belong to this awesome organization called NACI. NACI stands for National Association for Community College Entrepreneurship. And as a member of that organization, um, you have a lot of benefits. And one of the benefits was that NASA reached out to NACI and said, here is an open education resource. Is there anyone in your membership that would love to use it? And when I discovered the NASA Open Education Patent Portfolio, I was in the middle of doing a competition. The competition was the United Nations Global Sustainability Challenge, which is organized by IREX and the US Department of State. So, what is this competition that I was in? So, students in my community college were partnered with students in Jordan, and together they had to create a product that solved an issue for the community. Um, it was the first time I had ever taken part in this competition, and I was literally learning as I was going through it. And my students, because traditionally I teach English composition, so I embedded it into an English composition class, but I was assured by NASA that many other English teachers were also using this resource. So I was like comforted by that, saying, oh, okay, this is not really for people who are instructors who are teaching STEM. It's for anyone who is creative. And it was the hardest thing I did because of the cultural differences. So my students were literally working on Zoom with the Jordanian students, and the Jordanian teacher had taken part in this 11 times. It was my first time, and she was determined to win. And I'm happy to say we got third place. We placed a third, and let me show you. Um, I yeah. So we actually cohort 9 momentum makers. Very quickly, I'm going to show you what we did. Um, so there's a YouTube channel. It's called O2 Gardens. O2 because California is known for its oranges and Jordan is known for its olives. And it's an agricultural project. I'm not going to play the video because the video is about 5 minutes long. Um, so the video is my students making the pitch for um, this event. So they had to also do a business plan. Um, and they learned a lot of good skills like market analysis. They had to talk of how this product is sustainable. We were using recycled containers from the ports of LA to create an indoor garden in the 9 colleges of our schools. And we were embedding, here's a strategy. so we were in, I just want to show you what we were, yeah, this is what we were embedding. So it's called Pons. And this is a product that NASA has created, and they were using the Pons technology to create a hydroponic garden so that students, the common problem was 50% of LA community college students are food insecure, and 53% of Jordanian students are food insecure. So using the Pons technology, we were growing fresh fruits and vegetables for our students. So let's go back to, okay, I'm going to go, okay. Oops. So what doing this did, because I'm an adjunct professor and I'm always looking for gigs, it gave me a competitive edge, a competitive landscape. So I became the English teacher who embeds NASA Tech into composition classes. And when we came in third, we got prize money. And using the prize money, I went in person to Florida to meet the NASA people. So that's me standing there with the NASA TU Technology Transfer Program robot. So I just wanted to share that. So here is the website. If you Google NASA Transfer University patent portfolio, you will get this image. So as you can see, when I read up on it, they said that NASA is giving out like 1,200 patents. And I know students are not really going to be looking at 1,200 patents. So they have kind of divided it under different umbrellas. So since we were doing agriculture, we looked at the agricultural resource. And so let's, is it possible to go to the website? I just want to show it to you guys. If I end the show, oh, wait.
Yeah, you might be able to open from there, or you have to end the show and then navigate to the other site.
Okay. So let me go there. So basically you go to Google. Where are you, Google? Okay. And you put NASA TU patent portfolio. Here it is, right on top. Here is the page I was showing you. But I really found the spin-offs really interesting. The spin-off success stories, so NASA has helped, like, I think 4,000 brand new businesses who have been embedding this free technology by helping them license their product. And you don't have to pay NASA anything until the fourth year. So majority of businesses as startups don't really, here's a patent portfolio, what I was showing you, this page. So majority of businesses don't really, this is what my students use, the one that's being shown here, the passive nutrient delivery system, PONS. So that's really popular. And there's a lot of spin-offs of products that are created using the PONS delivery system. So let me go back to my PowerPoint. Oops.
I think you can, yeah, just navigate back to the slide you were on and then say from current slide in the top left corner.
Oh, shoot. That's okay. So I started, when I saw how successful it was, I started embedding it into my college composition classes. And these are some of the products that my students have created. CEEP stands for Citizen Entrepreneur Explorer Program products, because my students were citizen entrepreneurs. Before creating a product, they had to interview people in their community, figuring out what issues they could solve. So that's why it's called Citizen Entrepreneur Explorer Program. So these are some of the products, like really good products that my students have created, and I'm so proud of them. Um, if any of you want me to show you one, like Project Purity, I can open Project Purity up, which is sustainable for fountains. This was really nice because the group that was working on it, they went to every single um, fountain on campus and they found only one fountain working. Every other fountain was not working. So, okay. So here is their vision, here is their map, mind map, the prototype they made, the draft design. I teach biomimicries because I want them, when they're creating a product, to um, get inspired by nature. So the NASA patent is this, the Leotops 93 multi-storage filtration system. And they even matched it to a sustainable UN Sustainable Development Goal. They even came up with counter arguments, and yeah, and they even came up with locations where the fountain could be put. So that's just an example of such a product. Um, I really like this one. The girl who was leading this, her father was a farm worker. So um, So she wrote about how her father was in the sun all day long, and the NASA patent that she used, the final statement, the UN sustainability goal, the final design, counter arguments, NASA's technology. So they used NASA head shield for extreme entry environment technology to kind of um, um, keep cool in the hot summer months. So my students did amazing jobs. I'm like beyond proud of each of their projects. So if you click on this, okay, like Aura Jewels, there was a group of high school students who felt that mental illness and stress was an issue. So using NASA technology, they created a line of jewelry that changes color based on your stress level. And if you have ever worn a mood ring, and you can kind of help you self-regulate or get help if you need it. So these are just some of the projects that my students did, and I'm sharing it here. Um, so what are some benefits of incorporating NASA Transfer University patent portfolio as an instructor? The most biggest benefit was my curriculum became meaningful because we were working on real life problems, solving it, and students could be creative, and uh, students love solving a problem. That's part of the entrepreneurial mindset, and they had this beautiful patent portfolio, and they could like browse through it, look at the spin-offs or already created products, and they could find a technology that they could embed into creating a problem in their community. And it led to deeper engagement and also to critical thinking because my students would, I mean, there were so many steps. They had to first come up with a solution, and then they had to do a mind map, they had to do a design before they embedded it, and then they had to, of course, do a counter argument too. And I did ask that if they could kind of do a prize. Sometimes we would run out of time. So I actually started teaching sustainable business for climate action. So when I started teaching sustainable business for climate action, the financial and the marketing strategy was part of that project too. And this led to stronger retention of students. And more than anything, I was tickled by the irony of this whole open education resource because NASA is a high polluter. Every time it sends out rockets into space, it releases large amounts of greenhouse gases and black smoke that is bad for the environment. And this rocket fuel has toxic chemicals. And every NASA station messes up, disrupts local eco systems. So here we were taking the technology by this company that was a big polluter but was giving this using the technology to create sustainable businesses. So I would begin my class by defining what sustainable businesses meant. It meant creating a business that didn't only focus on the profit margin, but was also good for the environment and good for people. And it promoted innovation by providing access to advanced tools and resources. But here is like a toolbox. The patent portfolio is literally a toolbox that has infinite possibilities. And because they worked in groups, it encourages collaboration. It also encourages by looking at the spin-offs, previous instructors, how they have used it, other teams have used it. It fosters in an English composition classroom, STEM education by integrating real world applications. Um, and my students are learning skills that they need for the workforce. Teamwork, collaboration, then presenting, independent thinking, critical thinking, and it enhances public engagement. So with that, I am going to stop my presentation. If anyone has any questions, I would love to take them. Here is my contact. If any of you want to email me, my email is baldywfs@laccd.edu, Los Angeles Community College.edu. I have put my phone number. I am okay if you text me, only text. So if you have questions, I'm happy to come to San Luis Obispo and present this for an audience and do this in depth. Okay, ready to take questions? Let me stop share so I can
Thank you
see.
so much for that engaging presentation, Fatima. I'm not seeing any questions in the chat right now. I guess what is the best way that attendees can engage with your students' work and support it?
So my PowerPoint has a Padlet with some of the more outstanding work. I have a lot more. I didn't put everything. I just
Mhm.
picked and choose some of it. But mostly, I truly believe in competition. So my students are right now taking part in two competitions: National Laboratory of the Rockies, Career Challenge, Energy Career Challenge, and I'm also planning to send three teams to the AACC Innovation Challenge. So I think competition is what really gets them moving. And
Thank
so
you.
I'm sure every college has some of these competitions going on.
Yeah, I'm sure that Cal Poly, especially in the engineering department, is working on a variety of projects for different conferences and competitions. So at some point, maybe there will be an overlap.